So it's given me great pride to be with you today.
A Holocaust Memorial Day and some speeches to remember, starting with that of Najib Mohammed Al-Ali, Executive Director of the Expo 2020 Dubai, a ceremony that some here in this Israeli pavilion personally care about.
You're talking to a grandchild of a survivor. My grandmother, she's 98 years old, and she's a survivor of Auschwitz and Bergen-Belsen. So imagine her sitting in Israel tonight, watching this broadcast, knowing that I'm here, mentioning her name, mentioning the name of her father, who was murdered in Auschwitz, and bringing this part of history to the Arab world for the first time.
For the occasion, the pavilion was dropped in remembrance. Here, testimonies of survivors. There, diplomats elevated to the rank of righteous among the nations after a tragedy that engulfed all of Europe.
The story of how the Danish people saved the Danish Jews is a powerful narrative that showcases how humanity come together as one and in a common spirit defeat unspeakable evil and injustice.
At the beginning of World War II, Belgium also found itself in the path of Nazi Germany. This family, coming from Brussels, was keen to remember.
My parents were living on the outskirts of Brussels, where 3/4 of the population was Jewish. One night, police knocked on the door. They said they were not Jewish, so their lives were saved. But the next morning, the neighborhood was empty. Today, it's a very moving experience for me to be here.
Commemorated every January 27 all over the world, this ceremony is being held for the first time in the UAE after an online event in 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic.